Welcome back to Jacob Bets the Warriors, where I, Jacob, place a bet on every single Warriors game this season. This is the third out of 82. Now, I have in the first two games bet on the Warriors, but that is not what the name of this implies. I do not always have to back the Warriors, but I have twice to start the season, and they have won twice to start the season. And they have done so in historic fashion. Their winning margin is the most in the history of the first two games of the season. Does that mean anything? Does that mean this is like the best team in the league? No, it does not. But it means they came in focused, they came in serious, and they're taking care of business versus inferior opponents, which is what they potentially have on the schedule today. Again, they are favored by 9.5 for the home opener versus the Clippers. On the Warriors side, Buddy Hield has been the leading scorer through both games. He is looking great. He is knocking down shots so far. No one has had to play even 30 minutes in either game because of the blowout nature. So everyone's getting time. Everyone's playing good. And the continuity looks to be there. Focusing on the preseason the way they did, playing everyone in the preseason the way they did, going 6-0 in the preseason the way they did does seem to be paying dividends as far as working in Hield and Melton into this other rotation of guys that have been there for a long time. Everything seems to be very, very good, very, very good chemistry. They're taking it serious and they seem to be happy, like a happy, joyful team for the first time, probably since they won the title 2 years ago in 2022. So love seeing all that. They played Friday night, traveled home after they had the day rest, and now it is the home opener versus the Clippers, who got a huge win in Denver yesterday. Early start time in that game in Denver yesterday was a little bit weird. Jokic went crazy, didn't have much help. That might become the story of the season for them. And the Clippers pulled out a huge win behind Norm Powell's 37, I think. I didn't write it down, but I believe up to 37. Absolutely getting buckets. James Harden distributing, only taking 11 shots is a key number for them. Is he going to be the distributor even with Kawhi out? That could possibly be a very good thing for them. But the big one is the big man. Zubac's had another really good game, even getting lit up by Jokic as he was doing. It happens to pretty much everyone. He has rebounded the ball really well. He has scored the ball well in their first two games. And is, in theory, the Warriors have this rebounding big man issue that could come into play. Could he be the first to do it? I'm going to go ahead and say no. Overall, I think the Warriors continue their early season aggression and dominance. It's a big number, 9.5, but it's the home opener versus an inferior team on a back-to-back. And Zubac's been playing well, but still I don't think he's the one to be the first to exploit that potential weakness the Warriors have. So for the third game in a row, again, this is not Jacob Bets on the Warriors to cover and just whatever they are against the spread for the year is what I am for the year. It is not that, but through three games, it is going to be that, because for the third game in a row, I'm taking the Warriors to cover the points, minus 9.5. If you want to get a little saucy with it on a Sunday, Steph hasn't had to, have a big Steph game yet, hasn't even had to take many shots, hasn't even cracked 30 minutes in a game. You want to throw Steph 25 or more points on there. If you think he gets cooking a little more, you add that to the 9.5. You got a nice little plus 216. That doesn't count for the records. Just putting that out there. The record's the only thing. Warriors minus 9.5. We'll be back on Tuesday for the 2-night doubleheader versus the Pelicans. Hopefully by then, the Warriors are 3-0, and myself with the bets are also 3-0.